332 million people is a lot of people. I don't think anyone would argue that. And that's how many people the World Health Organization said suffered from depression in 2025. That's a lot of people. And yeah, there's a lot of people in the world. Billions of them, in fact. But it's still way too many, as I'm sure many people would agree. A lot of depression also gets very much unreported and silently suffered. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it again in this second video while I play some Power Wash Simulator is because it's on my mind. It's always on my mind. It's never not on my mind. Because I, like 332 million other people, have to go through it. In particular this time of year during the holidays, because, wow, there's a lot going on during the holidays. I'm actually doing pretty well this year, I will be honest. Normally, I am a ball of anxiety this time of year. A lot of familial stress happens this time of year. But lately, thankfully, with good meds and good therapy, I'm doing a lot better. But there's a lot of my friends that are not right now. And because of that, I just wanted to do a check-in. And I wanted to talk about it, you know. Hotlines are nice. Hotlines are good. And you should use them if you need to. There is absolutely no shame in that. In fact, you should really consider putting it in your phone in case you need to talk to someone right away. Friends are good, but friends have lives, and sometimes they can't answer the phone, which is okay. And because of that, you need to have options if you need it. So, because of that, yeah, put it in your phone. Save it as like help or something. You know, give it a quirky name if you need to. Anonymous friend or whatever. Just consider it. I understand the reservations and wanting to call because I have had a lot of reservations myself over the years. Everyone has, in my experience, a different reaction to reaching those low points. Some people reach out and say a lot of things to try to convince me to change their minds. Some people say nothing and they just disappear. And some people, they get really, really, really cheerful right before they decide they're going to do it. And that's the biggest warning sign of all, honestly, when you start cleaning the house and you know, picking up all these messes and making sure everyone's happy and healthy and safe. When it's a sudden burst like that, it's, so I got distracted. I didn't realize there's fish in here. That's cute. When it's a sudden burst like that, it's a big warning sign too, as many experienced people will tell you. There were fish in here in the other ones, and I didn't even see that either. Well, that's cute. They're cute little guys. I think it's important to have me time, which is what I'm doing right now. Everyone needs to have their me time, and I know that it's hard because, you know, there's so much going on in the world right now. I know that it's a lot to say, hey, you need to take time for yourself when time is something that no one has. I have quite a few friends and people that I'm aware of in my radius who work 2 jobs. It's becoming more and more common to work 2 jobs to the point where, like, it's almost expected, and I don't think that's okay. You know, I kind of worry about my friends' safety and well being working two jobs and no sleep. And the first thing to go when you don't have time is mental health because you don't have time for you. But it's important. And even if it's only like a minute or two here and there, I think you should do something for you because that's the thing that keeps me sane, personally speaking. It's just a minute alone for the peace and quiet. And if you don't like quiet, that's totally fine. Find a friend. Play a short game of, like, I don't know, Overwatch or something. Maybe not Overwatch, it's very rage inducing. Something calm, like Peak. Yeah, play a Peak game. You know? These videos are going to be very unstructured, and I apologize for that. I just kind of, like I said in my first video, I just wanted a place to rant. And today I wanted to rant about this. I wish that there was a better fix-it for these problems, but there isn't. Other than caring, I don't have anything else, you know? So that's what I'm doing. It's caring. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. I understand. I know that things are harder than they've ever been for some of you. And, God, I wish I could help. Physically, you know, by throwing money at things. If I want to believe that if I was wealthy, that I would throw cash at problems. I want to believe that I would. And maybe that's not healthy. But I don't know. As someone, you know, like many who've gone without it for so long, I understand the value and quite a bit of money. I'd want to make like charities and stuff, you know? Maybe something like dedicated to more obscure problems, like people who need glasses but can't afford them, you know? Or maybe benefiting larger scale problems like housing, you know? I've been homeless as a child. It wasn't the best experience in the world. And I used to pass by these abandoned malls and structures all the time. And while I'm living in this infested tent full of spiders and whatnot, I would look up at them at night, these daddy long legs that are up there waiting for other bugs to come along so they could eat. And I was thinking, you know, I'd be okay with living in a mall. You could set up little housing in the dead malls and, you know, reinstate the food court and things like that for community, do events and things. Yeah, it wouldn't be perfect. You know, you'd have to install utilities like showers and whatnot. You know, there'd be some levels of dangers, maybe. I don't know. But it's important to be able to live safely and securely in a place. So maybe I'd do something like that. Try to find old abandoned structures and turn them into living situations. It would be harder than just, you know, bulldozing it and making a new one, maybe even cheaper. But you know, there's something to the idea of preservation as well, you know. Some buildings shouldn't be destroyed, even if it's more convenient. And, you know, I'm not a particularly greedy person, or at least I don't think I am. I don't know. Maybe it changes when you have a lot of money. Oh, there's the gnome. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm babbling, and I apologize. Point is, season is full of a lot of sad, depressed people, and I really hope that you're doing okay. That's all. I think it's important to check it. So if you can, try to do something nice for yourself or with someone you love. You know, just that little bit of dopamine can go a long way. Think with your brain, love with your heart, and be good.